Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The limiting system, also known as the phantomanion cortex, is a set of brain structures located on both sides of the thalamus, immediately beyond the medial temporal lobe of the centrum, primarily in the forebrain. In sport, a variety of functions include emotion, behavior, long-term memory, and olfaction. On emotional life is angry housed in the limited system and is critically as the formation of memories with a primordial structure in the limbic system is qualified in lower order emotional processing of input from sensory system and consists of the amygdaloid nuclear complex, amygdala, mammillary bodies, stria, medullaris, central, gray, and dorsal and ventral nuclei of golden. The limiting system consists of number of structures that have their respective functions fixed. 1. Hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is the part of the limiting system that controls emotional response. 2. Hippocampus. The hippocampus plays a role in the formation and storing of memories of long-term memory. 3. Fringes. The fringes are a group of axons part of nerves that connect the hippocampus to other part of the limiting system. 4. Amygdala. Amygdala is the center of the limiting system that plays a role in long-term memory. The amygdala is oval in shape and is located within the temporal lobe of the brain. This section is closely related to the hypothalamus, hippocampus, and cingulate cortex. Not only long-term memory, the amygdala is also involved in various brain functions, including reasoning, emotion, and memory. The amygdala helps coordinate response to things in your every moment, especially those that trigger emotional response. The amygdala process emotion, reason, and fear, anxiety, anger, pleasure, and motivation. In addition, the amygdala is also involved in the olfactory process in response to the olfactory system and sense. Damage of or abnormal working of the amygdala can cause a variety of clinical responses, including developmental delays, responsion, anxiety, and autism. Limbic cortex. The limbic cortex is the part of the limbic system that influences approach, motivation, and judgment, but the thing is find the sense just stop here. It has to be modulated because if some get burned, helpful always will is age and all his sense indicate that the no longer being burned, but there's still an injury. There's the information so what happening is the notifier is still sending the signal, but his brain understands that he's not worthy being burned. The halmus is speaks to hyperpeculical gray surrounding the ventricle outcome, and that going to cause of signal to start being sent down the brain stem and going toward the spinal cord. Your body literally creates each one point clear, and it will scratch in that spec, and that will interfere with those neurons' ability to properly fire, and they you can hear in school but probably and the end result in you will list pine. The, the last point in pine is entirely in your head, but pine is entirely in your head. Some of you probably heard of phantom science, so amputants have talked about for years the fact that they will feel sometimes pain or maybe an itch in a limb that has been removed on, and that will make perfect sense to you. Will you think back to that sensory cortex in that particle lobe of the brain, because even the nervous and the neurons and the nociceptors are all gone. The area of the brain that was devoted to them is still there. In other situations, two people get hurt in the same location, one and the other get the same intensity of pain, and shake them on scale of 1 to 10. How pain was it? You're going to give different response. Comparing Simon's aid with the art is sounds make sense. Cortican in bacteria, archaea, virus, fungi, prions, protozoa, and algae cultivally known as microbes. Microbiology, the study of a living organism that are too small to be visible with the naked eye. This includes bacteria, archaea, virus, fungi, prions, protozoa, and algae culturally known as microbes. These we play key roles in nutrient clelia, bigration, biodeterioration, climate, get food, spillage, the cost and control of science and biotechnology. Thanks to their versatility, microbes can be put to work in many ways, making life-saving drugs, the manufacture of biofuels, cleaning up pollution, and producing processing food and drink. Microbiologists study microbes, and some of the most important discoveries that have ultimated modern society have risen from the research of famous microbiologists such as Jenner and his funny gain smallpox, lemming, and the discovery of penicillin, Marshall, and the investigation of the link between Helicobacter pylori verification and stomach ulcer. Anzurhausen who identified the link between virus and cervical cancer. Studi kasus the military of the had also revealed a bodyguard of the post-of-economic recovery of 25-40 trillion, which is used for the payment of COVID-19 vaccine, immunization facilities and infrastructure, and health research and development, as well as BPJS contribution assigned vary of PBPU BP demonstration of the 2-1-2-1 bodyguard LD is this 843 trillion is in addition to an addition 25 trillion of funding per partition and for nation health security, said the Minister of Health in a press conference on the financial note and the 2-on-2-1 state bodyguard bill, which is held on and off on Friday afternoon. The Minister of Health explained that from declaring the license score of funds come from Rupiah RM, of which 824 to represent 6947 trillion was used for PBI of 72%. 48 trillion of salaries and operations of 11%, or 7 trillion for means will the second largest allocation is BLU at 1396 trillion is used to provide service of hospital and health facilities. PLN 0.53% or 0.49%. Our vertical hospital is in Indonesia and BP of 49 billion. What is the respiratory system? The respiratory system is the organ and or part of your body what in breathing when you vital organ and carbon dioxide. Part of the respiratory system. Your respiratory system includes your nose and nasal user mouth, particle, voice box, larynx, with pipe, trachea, diaphragm, lungs, bronchial tubes, bronchioles, air sacs, alveoli, capillaries. How do we breathe? Breathing starts when you inhale air to your nose or mouth. It travels down the back of your head and into your windpipe, which is defined into air passing bronchial tubes. For your lungs to perform their best, these airways need to be open. They should be free from inflammation or swelling and extra mucus. As the bronchial tubes pass through your lungs, they divide to smaller passages called bronchioles. The bronchioles and empty balloon like air sacs called alveoli. Your body has about 600 million alveoli. The axilla are surrounded by a mass of thin blood vessels called capillaries. Hair action from it and pass into your blood. After upstream oxygen both goes to your head. Your head pumps in knock your body to the cause of your disc and os. As the consume the oxygen that make carbon dioxide that goes to your blood. Your blood then carries the carbon dioxide back to your lungs where it's removed from your body when you have. A stethoscope is a examination tool commonly used by doctors. This tool serves to listen to sound from the body, one of which is to hear the sound of the heartbeat and the rate of abnormalities in addition to hearing the sound of a heartbeat. A stethoscope can also be used to listen to other sounds from within the body, such as breathing sounds or vowel sounds. The type and intensity of the sound can help doctors make a diagnosis and assess the condition. Stethoscope per stethoscope come in various variants in terms of material, and even digital stethoscopes are now available. When so the shop of this medical device in journal remind the sum the stethoscope has main part that you need to know. Air pictures are part of a stethoscope. This is a state of the air to hear sound from the internal organs. Generally, air pitches are made or so lumber in addition to being more portable and not patent when from the air. The lumber material and also have more on from outside. Tubing is part of the stethoscope in the form of hailing and long to be respiring a hose with Bruntion Alex channel sound from the diagram of bill to the apertures. Diagram is proof of a delicate fault pattern at the end of the head of the stethoscope. This diagram is a special function to listen to head frequency sound of or sound throughout breathing in the lungs. Some types of stethoscopes only have a diagram. We have a diagram and bell. The bell is the last part of the stethoscope, which is irregular in shape and is attached to the back of the diagram. It is smaller than the diagram bell function to listen to low frequency sound or sound such as heart sound.